People in my audience know that I've been working out really hard. I've got a bunch of small children I got to throw around and roughhouse with, and I've got a couple of ailments. And I'll tell you, something that I've been doing to try to help myself recuperate is I've been using the Super Palm 1050 by SunPowerLED. Tom Kerber is the CEO. He's with me right now, and this is someone who's a real innovator in the space. He's someone who's been working on red light and near-infrared light technology for 18 years. Is just gotten in vogue over the last couple of years. This guy has dedicated a huge portion of his life to it, and it's helping me out. And Tom, I want to get into some of this with you. Tell me a little bit about your history, where you're from, and what made you think that you could be on the verge of something sort of revolutionary here.
Well, crazy part is God's wired my brain to be an entrepreneur. So I have 45 years electronic development of all kinds of things, and anything from things that have been on power lines that measure how much power is flowing through to things that go in oil wells, to lighting equipment that went into operating rooms, and you name it. And it was about 18. So that's been my 45 years. And about 18 years ago, actually it's over that now. I developed a device for dentists for the filling. People, they take it as commonplace now. You shine a blue light on your tooth, or at least the dentist does, and it hardens the filling. Well, in my case, this was before that was really, it was just starting to happen. And I developed a powerful blue light using the first high power blue LEDs to harden the white fillings. And I had that out there, and it wasn't until I met a doctor that was to help my wife's situation that he asked me, "Can you build a light that's red?" I thought, why red? And he says, "Well, red's a certain wavelength that can actually activate a compound or a drug that could kill cancer cells." And I was thrilled, and I made that, and then it was an extremely powerful light unit that I developed very quickly. And within 3 weeks, I delivered it to the doctor. But 2 months later, I needed to do some adjustments to it. So I brought it back to my facility here where we do all the design work. And I worked on it. And wouldn't the next day, I picked up something off the floor, like a paper clip, just the wrong angle. And I ended up with that severe spasm, just boom. And it's like, I was in so much pain. And I thought, I wonder if that light would do anything on my back, because I heard somewhere along the line that light therapy could possibly make a difference. And I put this very powerful light on my back. And in about 20 minutes, my pain had reduced to about 3, and I could stand up and nearly touch my toes. And I never had that kind of response ever in anything I tried. In this case, people for a long time didn't realize that light could actually be absorbed in the body, and in particular in the cells themselves, and supercharge the cells, like giving them the energy they're supposed to work at.
Tell me about the safety, though, because it sounds very hot. We're talking about red light therapy, near-infrared light therapy. How do you operate it effectively?
Okay, so it is extremely safe, and one of the reasons is that we don't use laser. The early products, the only power that had anything out there was a laser. And so, and people think of the James Bond movies and all that kind of stuff, where laser burns the person in half and those kinds of things. But when it comes to LEDs is an unfocused light. It spreads out. Yes, you can focus it further, but it's not like a laser that'll travel across the room and end up as a dot on the wall. In this case, by the time you're 8 inches away, it's already pretty spread out, depending on the beam size that you have. So LEDs are extremely safe.
I have the Super Palm 1050. It's a handheld device. You have a lot of other devices also. So if people go to SunPowerLED.com, but there's lots of products there. I got the Super Palm 1050. It's working great for me, but there's other stuff too. What are you recommending that's out there for people?
Well, if you're the Super Palm works for all kinds of things. Like it's a 3-inch diameter opening of light power over the whole area. So that's great for treating, ankle joints, knee joints, shoulder joints, even the brain. It's possible. So that can work anywhere on the body. When you want to treat a larger area, like let's say the whole back, if you're in a clinic setting, you could treat the whole back in one shot. That's some of our bigger units. That's the mini canopy that is like a 12 inches by 12 inches where the light comes out. It's huge. It's equivalent to 15 of the palm lights. So, these three, yep. So 3 inches palm, there's the palm light. And imagine 15 of those, and you can see it going right through my hand there. But it really does penetrate.
Well, it's great to make time to speak with you, and keep up the good work. SunPowerLED.com, code Marlow, get you 20% off. And you should take the opportunity. This could be exactly what you've all been looking for. Thanks, Tom. Thanks, everyone.